All right, guys, so as you can see, the weather outside is frightful. It's rainy, it's cold, it's windy, and I'm smiling ear to ear. Why? Because there's nothing but warmth inside of this building, full of preloaders, V.I.Preloaders, neighbors, families, friends. Just awesome. Life is so good. So we're gonna head inside. It's a little noisy in there, guys. Give you guys a close up on that. Here's the parking lot. So we got a good turnout, even considering the rain. A lot of people had to cancel, and I understand. And yes, we will be riding tomorrow. It's going to be a lot less riders than it was before, but it doesn't even matter to me. We got people that brought their trailers, and I want to definitely acknowledge the excellent parking of those trailers. Right? Excellent parking. Oh, there's the pretty wife. Hi, baby. Thank you, baby. Okay, we're gonna go inside. Did I get some water on there? No. Okay, there's my niece doing the registration, checking people in. You got a bracelet on, honey? Okay, this is Rufus, Nick, and what's your wife's name? Rebecca. Okay, again, thank you guys for showing up. Oh, look at this outstanding shirt that Rufus has on. If you guys don't remember Rufus, Rufus was at practice session number 25 in Tennessee. He had like 17 different motorcycles out there and messed my mind up because I didn't know what was going on. I thought I was going crazy. Thanks again, guys. Okay, who else we got here? It's my mother-in-law, my uncle. My mother's trying to talk, so I'll get back to her. What's your name, sir?
DC Cycle.
DC Cycle. Now, you have a YouTube channel, correct? You do not. DC Cycle's your riding name. Oh, okay, good.
John's been encouraging me to do a channel.
And I remember you said something about that.
John's been encouraging me, man, for the time.
And it is time consuming. And we got Glenn here. Glenn's part of the Jersey crew that brought this weather. And what's your name again? Sandy. Sandy. Okay, very good. All right, this is Bruce.
Peace. What's going on? Preloaders.
All right, and this is his beautiful wife, Kim.
Hi. How's everybody?
I'm glad you guys came. I'm glad you're helping out. I appreciate you both. Bruce, hoping to see you tomorrow.
I'll be there.
All right.
Pretty sure I'll be there.
Sounds good. Sounds good. What's your name, sir?
Neil.
Neil, you're from Florida, correct?
Correct.
If you guys don't remember Neil was at the meet and greet. He had that cool motorcycle with those saddlebags. Glad you can make it, man. Glad you can make it. I'm going to get you those battle killers, too.
Congratulations.
Here's my niece. Her name is Mandisha. Oh, I hear.
I saw that. I saw because he was like, man, he was so like, he was so funny.
Oh, what's up, Mike?
What's up, man?
How you doing? Glad you can make it.
Yes, sir. What message? Congratulations.
Real Ride is Ride.
The biggest little YouTube channel on the entire interwebs.
I'm glad you can make it. Where's your bride? She might be in the kitchen. She might be in the kitchen.
I think your wife took.
Oh, she's right there.
Yeah.
You go say hi to her too.
All right, man.
Hello, ladies. Naomi, I know you're accustomed to this. Glad you can make it. Iris, nice to see you again as well. All right, all right. Thank you very much. These are my neighbors. This is
Lena?
and this is.
Eric, nice mic.
Now, why? You guys might be asking, why is Eric looking at the mic and not the camera? He's new to this.
First time.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you for coming out.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Very nice.
Hopefully, you don't have a problem being on YouTube. I bet you'll watch this video.
Yes, we will.
Okay, guys, we got the food here. My wife, my sister-in-law right here. Hello, Sissy.
How are you? Oh, am
I'm
I
finding you.
supposed to hold
No, it's okay.
Is this thing on?
It's on. Here's the menu. My wife did all of this, guys. I mean, and all of this is unbeknownst to me. And had we been able to go on the ride, half the stuff here would have been a huge surprise to me as I walked through the door. We got Barbie CVO 19 right here. We got Don right here. And Don's wife. What's her name again? Evelyn. And Evelyn also rides a motorcycle. She's going to practice more. So I'm looking forward to seeing that video. Okay. Hold up. Was that Evelyn in the background laughing in your video?
No, that was Deja.
Oh, that was Deja. Okay. This is Camilo's wife. Remember, Camilo's wife didn't want to be on camera? That's Gabby. You can live with a YouTuber for so long, it's going to happen. Don't fight the inevitable. You guys know who that is because he's got a camera in his hand.
Oh, what's going on, guys?
That's Wood Jr.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Hey, here go Ralph Simmons. The preload, keep it loaded.
There we go. Your name? Carl. Now, Carl.
Warren.
And where's DC Cycle? All you guys rode together, right?
Yes, we did. Milton and...
Yes. These guys rode down here. Let me put the camera in.
Blessings, sir.
In the rain, in the cold. Wow. Unfortunately, they're not going to be here tomorrow for the ride, but I really wish they would. I really wish they were, but I understand. But I'm glad they're here today. So again, thank you guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate your support. This guy, your name is Rich, right? Rich. And Rich, you're from? Myrtle Beach. And Rich rode his motorcycle as well.
I did.
What kind of motorcycle?
I got a Harley Davidson Road Glide 2019.
I wish I could see it. I know it's covered up out there. I appreciate your support, brother. And this is a damn nice hoodie.
Good shirt.
And
It was nice to help us out too.
yes, and he helped us out today, big time setup. He got here early, and you can tell by his hoodie, he's been a subscriber for a while because this is like one of the first ones we did. Appreciate you, brother. V.I.Preloader. Thank you, man. You guys know this guy? This is Sandy, and his YouTube channel is Holy Shift. I appreciate you making the trip out here, man. Pleasure to meet you finally, and I'm hoping it's not the last time. Okay, very good. You got it, man. You guys know that's Glenn. We already talked to them. This is Jamal. 718. This is Cycle Fanatics.
Congratulations, Robert.
Thank you.
You're killing it.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you for your support.
Absolutely.
Jamal was also supposed to ride with me, but he can't. So he was going to ride Angel. So.
A lot of anxiety, too.
Oh, stop it.
I'm like, the way my bank account works.
Well, that's why you're on Angel. It's all right. All right, guys. So who we missed, like I said, that's my mother-in-law. That's my uncle. Hi, Mom. Anything you want to say to the preloaders?
Thanks a lot for taking part with Robert, and he has a lot of drive. And like I say, what do you call it? Robert says, be the boss of your motorcycle. I said yes, because the switch don't go on until you move it, so you're the boss. Bye-bye. Best of luck.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you very much. Now, guys, she's the sweetest woman. I said thank you very much. I don't know what she said. I have no clue. It's so loud in here. But I know the mic picked it up, so I can't wait to hear it. All right, so I'm going to shut this down now. I'm going to talk to everybody in the room so we can eat, because I know they're hungry because I am. You're welcome.
So, first of all, is it sunny enough? Yeah, right? So sunny, blinding my eyes. I wanted to thank every single one of you for coming out to celebrate my husband's day and the Preloader Nation Day. A year ago, we said, hey, why don't we start practicing? He said it, and I said, sure, honey. And then he said, hey, why don't we start a YouTube channel? And I said, sure, honey. And then he said, hey, let's get 4 motorcycles. And I said, sure, honey, as long as you can afford it. Okay, so a year ago today, maybe not today, but within a week, we really started this. It's turned into a movement, a philosophy, and it's turned into almost an altruistic principle that we all share. It's not just about paying it forward anymore. It's not just about preloading anymore. It's not just about throttle, but it's taken on a life of its own. As evidenced by every single one of you being here, I am just overwhelmed and so proud of my husband for starting this movement. I promised I wouldn't cry, and I put on extra mascara so I wouldn't. So it's not gonna happen. I wanted to thank my family, Kim, Maria, Mandisha, for helping out. It takes a village to raise a child. I have to say to you, it takes a team to be part of the preloader, be the boss of your motorcycle nation. It takes a real team. So, and I thank them for putting up with me because I tend to be a little bit of a taskmaster. If any of you want to know how I treat people who are not my family, you can talk to Richard over there because he got the whip earlier too. Balloons were here, balloons were there, and I'm yelling, they're not symmetrical.
It's not just me.
Thank you.
Well, hold on.
Thank you so
Introduce them. You say who they are.
This is Kim.
Yes.
Kim Adrian. This is my sister Maria. This is my niece Mandisha. Hiding behind my husband is my mom and my uncle. There are so many people in this room that I'd like to acknowledge, but first of all, I'll just acknowledge you collectively and let Robert acknowledge you later on. I've got neighbors here and friends, old friends and new friends, and everyone that has helped in some way. Every way is significant. So thank you all for being here. If this is going live on YouTube, I want to thank the virtual guests, our Preloader family, thank our ambassadors, Ashley and Miss Jenny. We love you both. We know you're not here, but you're here in spirit. So on your wrist, you should have a wristband. It says Robert Simmons paying it forward. Originally, there was going to be a ride, and that was going to be the way that we could determine who had registered and who's supposed to be here, because there's supposed to be a lot of people. Still, this is mighty. I like it. As you mill about the room, there are Be the Boss and Preloader Nation merchandise here for you to peruse. Everything is for sale. There are special prices for today. If you're taking part of this day virtually, there is an online code for 20%, but obviously the folks in the room get special deals. So just please peruse the room, even the posters. In a moment, I'm gonna hawk my husband away. You know, listen, 4 motorcycles, 4 Harleys, yeah. As long as you can afford it, honey. In a little while, we're gonna have food. The restrooms are over there in the corner. There's a kitchen over there. Listen, I am a taskmaster when it comes to the kitchen, so if you see me coming after you, if I see you go in the kitchen, I'm gonna go. Just like at home, what are you doing in my kitchen? So there are drinks and beverages behind the food over there, and the ladies in the back will be serving you today. With that, I am going to ask my sweet husband to come and join me over here and let him say hello and address the room and address the rest of Preloader Nation. Thank you for being here. Be the boss of your motorcycle! Robert
Oh, honey. Is it any surprise? When I say this woman's a phenomenal woman, she is a phenomenal woman. Right, so I do want to thank her, but first I want to thank God for this day, for the blessings bestowed upon me, for all of you guys safe travel here, especially guys that rode here. I'm gonna get to you guys in a second. But it's just so much to be thankful for. So I want to thank God first and foremost, of course. Secondly, my bride, my queen. I promise I wasn't gonna cry. No mascara. Guys, let me tell you something. There was a little bit of inaccuracies about what she said, because a lot of the things, I feel like in my life, a lot of things happen and I don't plan them, but they just seem to work out, right? I decided November 15th, 2000, that I was sick of just taking from YouTube. I was never subscribed to anybody's channel, but if I wanted to know how to do something, YouTube. And when I moved down here and I was actually retired, and now I had time, just bought a new house, if I don't know how to do something, YouTube. And the Jersey guys that brought this weather here, by the way, the Jersey guys, they were at my house. I have 13 televisions in my house. But when I first moved down here, I never hung a TV. YouTube helped me through all of that, even running wires, all kind of stuff. So I said, I want to give something back to YouTube. I really don't even remember my thought process going out to that parking lot and saying, let me just do a video on whatever. And then next thing you know, I did some other videos. I didn't even know what I was doing. And if you go back and look at my videos, you'll see this is trial and error. That's really any YouTuber. You go back to their first video, it's comical almost, right? And then one day I did a video in my garage saying, if anybody wants to come out and practice with me, that would be great. I want to share my knowledge with you, blah, blah, blah. And I'm thinking it's going to be people from Savannah, Pooler maybe, Port Wentworth, people close. Oh my gosh, and look where we are now. I got people coming here from Texas. Tom, man, Tom was the first guy that rode his motorcycle here from Texas in February. So he was all chapped up, just an awesome guy. And I remember Tom's motorcycle broke down. At the time, I think I didn't have 9 exercises at the time. And again, that's because trial and error. When I first started this, I never thought I would have to go over starting and stopping a motorcycle. But yes, it's relevant because everybody knows how to stop, but not properly. So that's why we went over that. Tom's motorcycle broke down. After that, a long ride, exercise number 2. So this is practice session number 8. If you didn't see it, check it out. But after that, there's no way I could have let Tom leave here without practicing. So that's where practice session 8.1 came in, nighttime edition, because by the time he got his motorcycle back 2 days later, it was 6 o'clock at night. Like I said, it was February, so it doesn't get as cold here, but it was still cold. And he was out there, he was trying it. And Tom wanted me to share with Preloader Nation that he had stage 4 cancer, because I told him I wasn't gonna say that, and he goes, no, I want you to share this with everybody so that they know if anybody else is going through this, keep fighting, keep living your life, blah, blah, blah. Tom is still doing good, just to let you guys know. So I started realizing that what I'm doing here is more than this, like my wife said. And I get emails, guys, that's why I first started the email address. You guys know I'm a talker, so, strap in. I started the email address because I noticed that people would leave comments in the comment section, but I know they wanted to say more. I know they wanted to send me pictures and videos. And I'm like, cool, I could do that. At 1,000 subscribers, no big deal. So when I tell you my days are busy, yeah, they're busy. Because I respond to every comment, every email, every post on Facebook, the Facebook group, which I didn't want to do, but I was asked to do that, and everything on Instagram. So yes, it's time consuming. And with those emails, people send me emails about stuff. Sometimes it might start out about a motorcycle, and at the end, has nothing to do with it. I'll open it up and go, uh-oh, honey, 9 paragraphs, just talking about their life. So it shows me that this is so much bigger. We're touching people in a much better way, and that's why it's so important to me that I always let you all know, and you all know, that this channel, anything associated with me, will always be based on positivity. Always. No room for negativity. And I got news for you guys. My thought process was, I can see how much negative stuff I'm gonna have to deal with. Not that much, because when positivity is like a power, and sometimes negativity will try to get in and it just can't make it, And I've noticed also that when somebody did put something negative in there, I didn't have to deal with it. Preloader Nation took care of that person, right? So, all right, I don't want to talk too much about that, guys, but I do want to thank all of you for coming out here. I appreciate you all. I appreciate my V.I.Preloaders for helping support the channel, people that bought merchandise, all this stuff. Back to my wife. Guys, you have to know that none of this, if it was just me doing this, Preloader Nation would be so deficient when it comes to a lot of different things. So everything that's set up in here. Now, if we went on this ride like we were supposed to, this would have blew my mind when I came back here, because my wife don't talk to me about this stuff. She just goes, oh, honey, don't worry about it. I'll take care of it. She's detail oriented, and she used to do event stuff like this. So yeah, that's why Rich got it, you know, because her whole personality changes. She's like a, you know, but I just appreciate her so much. If you guys could if you only knew everything that she does. Sometimes it'll be an email I get, and it's something really deep. It's too deep for me. And that's when I got to call on my partner, honey, read this. What's the proper response to this? You know, so my wife was, she was a social worker, but what is it? Oncology social worker. She knows how to, in certain situations, she's gonna know how to properly word things. So, and I don't ever wanna come at somebody wrong. I'm a perfectionist too, just like she is, you know, so anyway, I wanna thank my V.I.Preloaders. I wanna thank my neighbors, my friends, all right? I wanna thank John, Glenn, Sandy. These guys came from all the way from New Jersey. Where's Rich? Guys, love you guys too. Rich here rode his motorcycle from Myrtle Beach.
Wow.
Guys, and these guys, where's these guys? These guys here rode their motorcycles from DC. Listen, Baltimore, close enough. Listen, DC or Baltimore, I'm not riding my motorcycle from either one. So, you guys know. If you don't know, you're gonna learn today. Whether it's raining or cold, I'm not riding my motorcycle that long. I'm just not. I got bad hips, I say that all the time, but truth be told, I got a feeling even if I didn't have bad hips, you know, I got a nice trailer out there, and you know, that's another thing too. Preloader Nation, I let people know when they come out and practice with me, there's no stress. I can say that doesn't mean they're not gonna have it, but there's no stress, there's no pressure. I always tell them, leave your egos on the sidewalk, because we're here to learn, we're here to have fun. Practice session number 1, Wood Jr. Now that's the first time I physically met him. And if you ask me, how did you even meet him? How did that happen? I couldn't tell you. This is what I'm talking about when I say a lot of things happen, but if I try to go to the origin, I have no clue. But I wanna thank Wood Jr. for not only showing up, I started to say showing up with his church shoes on, but he don't wear church shoes to church. He rides his motorcycle. So I definitely want to thank him for coming, and his wife, Naomi. Mike from Real Riders Ride, the biggest, what is it? The biggest little? The biggest little tube channel. Yeah, awesome channel. Check his channel out too, guys. It's a bunch of YouTubers in here. I never thought this would be my life, man. This camera's all the time. So, but I'm embracing it. I love it because again, it's not just about motorcycles. I'm a humble guy. So you guys need to know, I'm gonna be 50 in February 7th. And I remember my wife said, what are you doing for your 50th? I don't know, I'm just not me. I don't like a lot of fuss over me, I just don't. But I know that, you know, uh-oh, what's happening? Oh, I thought you were coming over here. I don't want to make this too long-winded. If I forget to thank anybody, I apologize. She already said it, but I do want to thank my ambassadors. Again, that was Anita's idea. As a matter of fact, Preloaders was Anita's idea. She said to me, Robert, your subscribers, you need to come up with a name for them. She said, people would like to be a part of something and they should be called something. How about Preloaders? Awesome, baby. Awesome. And that was my thought. Thank you. Whatever, honey. Awesome. Let's do that. Huge, right? So I'm telling you guys, a lot of little things that I'm doing out there. When I say she's in the background, she's not far in the background. She's like right here, nudging me up. You know, so I know I'm going back to her again. It's hard. It's hard for me not to bring her up. If she knew how to ride a motorcycle, she might replace me, man, because. But one thing I do acknowledge and I love is she'll be on the back of the motorcycle with me. You guys know it's quarterly, and I don't have a problem with that. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a raffle later. I think it's about 4 o'clock. We're doing a raffle.
Where's John?
Well, if I win, I'm actually in a raffle right now. Cycle Fanatics is raffling off a motorcycle. If I win that motorcycle, yeah, I'll raffle that off. But no. But this raffle, I got a few things here I'm raffling off. And again, my raffles, there's nothing for you to buy. If you pick your ticket, you get that. All right. So, Road Glide CVO? No, I can't raffle that. By the way, the Road Glide is in 3rd place. Just so everybody knows, it's in 3rd place. Mike, you just have to deal with it, man. 3rd place of my ranking of motorcycles, of the ranking of my stable. That's another thing. Guys were saying, hey man, nice stable. I didn't know what the hell they were talking about. When I tell you guys, this whole motorcycle thing, I just know how to ride them. All right. So a lot of the stuff that's going on, John was talking about, I got a 475 cam. I don't know what he's talking about. I have no idea. I know it makes the motorcycle a little bit, it helps the torque. All right. All right. I want to thank my ambassadors, like I was saying, that's Miss Ginny and Ashley. Ashley is an ambassador in the UK. So he's a ambassador for Robert Simmons Painted for the UK. And Ashley rides a Vespa. For those of you that don't know, a Vespa is a scooter. And I remember when I got an email from Ashley, and his email basically said, I love what this is. I'm hoping you will let me be a part of it. And my response was, of course you could be a part of it. Because it's not about your motorcycle. That's why when the guys get into the street glide, road glide, I'll have fun with them. But to me, I don't care what you ride. All I care about is that you have fun riding it, but you do it responsibly. And when I say responsibly, it means you actually want to learn how to ride your motorcycle, okay? And there's a lot of people that have been riding for years and years that might have just taken them to hear one thing a certain way. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say it. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Watch my videos. Watch them in their entirety. I don't care how long they are. Remember, there is an entertainment aspect of this channel, but at the end of the day, this is about learning. So if you're the person that skims through and wonders why you got a 65 on the test, because you skim through, okay? So the beauty of YouTube is, if I make a 2.5-hour practice session video, you can watch it 15 minutes at a time if you want. It will save your spot, all right? You're always in control of that. And I'll end with this. I always say there's 3 kinds of people in the world. There's followers, there's leaders, and then those people in the middle. I call them the blades of grass, because they're gonna go whichever way the wind blows, right? When I first started this, people told me, dude, you need to keep your videos 10 to 15 minutes, tops. YouTubers have a very short attention span. I'll leave it at that. Okay, so again, thank you guys. We have a lot of food here. Again, my wife, menus. I just found out about those menus yesterday. This is what I'm talking about. And if you guys are interested in merchandise, she's got things on the clipboard here, but there's more than one page. So if you go through it, you can see the stuff and the prices and stuff like that, okay? I do want to ask Eric to bless the food, if he doesn't mind. Come on up, man. I'll start to say, anybody have any questions? I'm so used to.
Just make sure you tell people about the 1-year discount code for today.
Let us
I thought you did that.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this wonderful occasion. Thank you for this anniversary. And Father, we ask that you bless this meal to sanctify the nutrition of our body and mind and soul. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, and I want to thank Eric, because I didn't tell him ahead of time he was going to be doing that. So I just put it right on the spot. Hey, you mind doing that? Okay, you guys know all about the grabbing the front brake 10 push-up penalty, right? So there are some people that still owe me push-ups, and I see them now, so. No, I'm kidding. There's nobody. I'm kidding. And again, guys, this is another aspect of us just having fun out there. There's a guy that, I forgot his name, but he just sent me a video. Actually, I think I put him in the video, from California, and showing his discipline. You guys know the rule. If you grab it in, you grab that push-up, and I don't care what the push-up looks like. I don't care if you got to do 2, rest for a week and do another 2. I don't care if the point about it is to try to reprogram your brain from doing what you're doing. And that's all it is, and have a little fun. And this guy said to me, after he got up, he goes, well, Robert, if nothing, this tells me I got to start working out some more. He said, but he appreciated it, right? And I don't care if somebody's doing it just to get on YouTube, because I'm going to put him on YouTube, because it's still positive, right? It's still positive. So on that note, you guys, like I said, I'll talk you to death, but I know I'm hungry. My wife said to remind you of the 1-year promo code. but she already told you about it. I think she forgot. All right, so if you don't, what is it, baby?
1 year, yeah.
Yes.
20%.
1 year, 20%. You know you got a microphone on, so don't make this, she's whispering, 1 year, 20%. 1 year, 20%. All right, guys, please, listen, don't be bashful, all right? In other words, don't play yourselves. If you know you usually have a plate of food like this, have a plate of food like this, because I don't want a lot of leftovers, okay? All right, guys, have fun, enjoy. Love you guys. We going back?
Okay, so women and children first. My nieces are not here, so that leaves the women. Please.
He said, oh man,
And then.
chivalry is not dead. Let me cut this
All
off.
right, please eat. I'm going to take care of them.
I'm gonna put the uncopyrighted free music back on. Yeah.
Man, I appreciate you. This channel, you have blessed
What
me
is
so
it?
much. I wouldn't have been able to write that motorcycle down here.
What is it?
Really? Really?
I appreciate you, Rob.
Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very
Have
much.
to.
Yeah, absolutely.
The skills that we have because of you. I'm telling you, saving lives.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you
guys are
very
so
much.
sweet.
All right, guys, so I want to thank Kim. Kim is on the left. My sister-in-law, Maria, and my niece, Mandisha. For helping out, serving that good-looking food. All right, so Anita just told the guys that they can come up and get food, and now the real line is forming. But she said women and children first. There's no children here, so. In the building. Cold beverages. And yes, guys, it is still raining. But like I said before, nothing but sunshine in this building. Nothing but sunshine in this building. Love it. Just love it. I so appreciate Preloader Nation. Hi. Okay, guys, that's enough video. I need to eat. What I want to say to you guys is, the way my wife opened this up, yeah, I didn't hit the record button, so we got to start that all over. So go ahead, honey. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But the YouTubers in here understand how that feels. Like, sometimes it's our error, sometimes it's mechanical. Anyway, I knew I was going to forget something, and my wife said, honey, make some bullet points. Yeah, I'll get to it. Never got to it. So I knew I was going to forget some stuff. I want to acknowledge the centerpieces on your table. So I came home one day, and my wife's got a bunch of stuff on the table, hot glue, all kind of crap. So I'm like, what are you doing? And she goes, So I want you guys to know that the inspiration behind this is from where we practice. So there's white rocks out there, that's what the white rocks are about. And the green is for the trees and stuff.
Or the bathroom.
Huh?
The bathroom.
And for some of the male riders, the bathroom. And of course, motorcycles on the cones. And how can I forget the cones that you guys just can't stop staring at? So I want to, again, she burned her finger doing it. So once again, I want to thank you. I want to acknowledge everybody that drove a trailer here, drove a car pulling a trailer, Mario especially. Yeah, Milton. I said to him, let's see how long it takes Mario to park this trailer. Bam, he parked it like that. So I want to acknowledge all you guys because it does take, there's a lot of people that don't know how to do it. So once again, I want to thank my sister-in-law and my niece and Kim for helping out.
And Gabby.
Highly appreciate, and now Gabby, highly appreciate you guys. Okay, honey, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so in a little while, we're going to do our raffles, and then we're going to have some celebratory.
Oh, I'm sorry, hold on. That's why she told me to do bullet points. I also want to thank Custom Dynamics. Part of what we're raffling here today is from Custom Dynamics, and it's not something they gave me for me. They gave it to me specifically to raffle off for you guys. So in this year of me doing what I've been doing, and all of us that do YouTube, we know that people are going to help us out along the way with sponsorship and stuff. And Custom Dynamics has just been awesome this whole year, helping me out to give me stuff so that I can provide it to you guys. And you guys know I'm a straight shooter. If it's crap, I'm gonna tell you it's crap. And they just have some awesome stuff. So again, I want to thank them. I want to acknowledge Tab from Tab Performance. It's on Valiant. Awesome, awesome stuff. And that's all I got, baby.
Thank you. Again. So like I said, we will do the raffle shortly. And we will have
And how can I forget?
I am so out.
I'm sorry. How can I forget Stefan? Stefan, the guy that came to my house.
Stefan.
Yes. If you guys didn't see that video, he put Wilbur's suspension on my motorcycle. So I want to thank Wilbur's as well. And I'm going to let you guys know, I got a big, big announcement coming up for you guys. Big, big announcement, all right? Suspension related. That's all I'm going to say.
I was pausing for the next interruption. Okay, so finally, we are going to do our raffle in a little while. We are going to have our celebratory cake, and then we're going to give you guys some time to mill about and say hi. Hi, Mario. Hi, Tanya. They're eating right now. We'll say hi to them in a little bit. But I wanted to open the floor up to folks in the room. If you wanted to share with us your preloading experience, the first time that you saw this gentleman, Robert Simmons, on your big and small screens, and you're like, what is he talking about? What's this preload? Why is he screaming preload? Head and eyes, don't stare at my cones. Please feel free to come up and take hold of the mic, Woods, and share your experience. Wood Jr. and share your experience. I'm not going to tell you you can roast him, but I would love it if you roasted him. Because so I'm going to open up the floor. Does anyone want to come up and just say hi and say hi to Preloader Nation? Camilo, Barbara CVO 19, please come on up, take the mic.
No pressure.
All right. Woo-hoo!
This time he is actually in a building.
Thank you. Yes.
Hello, how you doing? My name is Camilo, Barber CVO 19. As all you know, some of you guys are subscribed to my channel. Just want to keep it nice and simple. As all you know, I moved to Georgia. Why? Yeah, I came from New Jersey with my wife, Gabriella, and everybody wants to know why I moved to Georgia. And let me tell you the let me tell you the real reason. I came across Robert's channel, and obviously, you know, I started my YouTube thing like probably during COVID. But you know, I came across his channel, kept on watching his videos, talked about so much about Pooler, and I was like, where's this Pooler? I never heard of it. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, we were going to sleep with my wife in bed, and I was like, babe, you want to go? Let's just move. Cause he was like, what do you mean? Let's just go move. Because we were trying to buy a house in Cincinnati, cut it short in Cincinnati. But you know, up north, everybody knows it's very expensive, very, very expensive. And we were trying to buy a house, so we were like, let's go see some houses. And I know this guy on YouTube, his name's Robert, and he does the YouTube videos, and he's from Pooler. It's right off 95. So we went in, we thought about it in September, came to see 5 houses, made offers, and we got it in October. And we moved in October, and you know, I do the YouTube thing. I'm also a barber here now in Pooler. I work at a barbershop there. But I want to thank Robert, because honestly, if it wasn't for him, I don't even know why I would even choose Georgia. So thank you for, really, I moved here because of him. It's crazy. Because why would I choose? I could have chosen anywhere, Tennessee, Florida, Texas, but I chose him because he's so positive. Usually when I talk to people, and I never said it before, but when I talk to people, if you catch me yawning, it's kind of like a bored conversation. It really is, I'm telling you the truth. But with Robert, it's like I'm just focused with him. Everything he talks, I'm like listening, like focused. And even when I went to his house, I'm just sitting there just admiring how he talks and everything. And it's, I don't know, I've never seen somebody like him, you know. All my friends are like, you know, jokesters, like my boy Wood. But Robert's a very, very honest guy. I'm glad that I moved to Georgia because we're gonna be friends here and do a lot of videos together, hopefully. And yeah, I'm glad that I'm here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
What's up?
Thank you.
Oh, man, you smell good. No ego here. He smells good. I don't have a problem telling them. All right, where's my wife? She abandoned me. Anybody else? No pressure? Oh, now there's the go ahead. There's the shirt I recognize. It's a lot of jibber jabber coming from the
All right. Well, I'm not into these cameras, but I'm gonna try this thing. But I'm gonna ride like a pro guy. I was watching him all the time. Then some kind of way I noticed Robert. He just popped up on my TV, so I started watching him, and I've just been watching him ever since. Me and my wife, we took a vacation like in June, and I said, look, we just got to go by that place in Pooler, Georgia. So I did, and we did a couple Facebook pictures and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, I'm coming. I just don't know when, but one day I'm coming. So I'm here, and I'm gonna come back for one of them classes. So, but it has helped my game for riding a motorcycle. I've been riding for about 2 years. Dropped my motorcycle a whole lot of times, but one of the things he always inspiring people is you're building your confidence. And my wife always ask me, when you gonna take me for a ride? When you gonna take me for a ride? I said, I gotta learn how to ride first. So just be patient, you know. She's like, oh, come on, I got my helmet, come on, let's go. So I'm like, nah, I'm not ready yet. So I finally did take her out one day, and I just was so confident. I was happy. I wouldn't stop riding. She thought we was going for a 10-minute ride, and we ended up riding for about two or 3 hours. So I got a little confidence now. And he just asked me a little while ago, I rate myself at a 3. So that's it. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, man.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Wood. Okay. I hear his shoes. I hear him.
What's up, man? Guys, I just like to say that So what's going on, guys? This is Wood Jr. Man, 2 huge thumbs up. How did I meet this guy, Robert? Honestly, he's a bit of a stalker. So what happened was, So about 11 months ago, I put a video out on YouTube because I'm a YouTuber too, guys. I've been sucked in as well. But no. So I put a video out about 11 months ago, and it was titled, if you're looking to be a skillful rider, this video is not for you. So I put out like 3 Kongs because I saw this guy was going through videos, and I was like, this guy lives in Pooler, and he's like, just put Kongs out and riding. Like this is when he was actually starting up and everything. I was like, oh my gosh. So I did a shout out to this guy. I didn't even know him. I was like, guys, check out this guy, Robert Simmons. He's paying it forward. Like he's doing all of this for literally nothing. Like he's giving you his time, his attention, and he's literally want to share his skill. this guy was awesome. And then I got a information on my YouTube channel. It was Robert. He was like, hey man, what's up? I was like, oh, what's up, Robert? Then 2 minutes later, what are you doing up? You supposed to be asleep. I was like, I'm about to go to work, Robert. And then he's like, hey man, what are you doing tomorrow? I was like, oh my dear God. So I told my wife, I says, let's block this guy. No. But so I was kind of forced to subscribe to his channel. No. But I subscribed to his channel, man. Awesome dude. And his first practice, I believe session 1, me and a lot of more guys, man, we went. And just that one practice, man, allowed me just to continue to practice and just got better at my skill. I never knew about slow riding skills. I really didn't know about, riding fast, etc. But to really handle your motorcycle with slow speed skills, that really was a challenge. And it really helped out because me and my beautiful wifey, she's back there. She's looking ever so beautiful. That's wifey. So without this practice, guys, me and my wife, we went to Sturgis this year, 1,700 miles one way. And I'll tell you, I could not have done it if that wasn't for the slow riding speed skills. So that really helped out. We did Iron Mountain High. Yeah. And then I did it 2 up. So, I really had to be skillful. But we did the Mount Rushmore, we did the Needles Highway, and all of those took skillful riding and slow riding speed skills. And honestly, I knew I couldn't have done it if it was worth for this guy. Everybody was telling me, look at this other guy in Florida. But the teachings was just different. So, nothing against anyone else, but the teaching was just different. Just touched a little more, just felt a little more home-based. So this guy is ever so awesome. And I cannot say nothing without him, without his wife. I thought I was the only one that married a model. He married a model as well. I was like, what? 2 models? That's what's up. And then, I met Q. Q married a model. I met all these. You guys, come on, man. But, so, babe, we're still number 1. No. But other than that, guys, man, as you say, preload and keep it loaded. Preloader Nation, Wood Nation, we'll always have that back and forth. But thank you, man. You guys are awesome. Mr. Anita, appreciate you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah. And literally, that's what happened. Now he just reminded me. I just happened to be watching the video, and sure enough, he had 3 cones. He put out those 3 cones, and if you don't know his video, there's a lot of yelling and screaming. And he was like, woo! The cones are probably 50 feet apart. And he was just making it. Both his feet on the highway pegs, so what does that mean? He's not covering the rear brake, he's using the front brake, But you watch him now, and that's what it's all about, man, watching people. When I went to motorcycle school, it took me 4 days to get it. And at the same time of not knowing what I'm doing, I never knew how to ride a motorcycle before then. They taught me. And I remember getting on that police motorcycle and I was like, oh, this is nothing. And we rode to the course. And they had the actual cones on the outside of the marks, so making it wider for us. And still, I was like, no way, no way. And when you get struck by lightning, that's what I call it, that 4th day, it will change the way you feel about your motorcycle. And when I see him now, back his motorcycle, out of his garage, usually on a Sunday morning, when him and Naomi are going to church, he backs it. And then exercise number 4, he makes that turn. He's yelling while he's doing it, of course, but he makes that turn. And he should. People send me stuff all the time saying, man, I did this. I was in the gas station. I made a U-turn. I wish you could have saw me. I felt so good. I felt like, and I said, you should have. Because you should feel good. It's a big accomplishment. It really is. All right? Anybody else? Bueller? Bueller? Okay, that's it. All right. So, my sister unlocked. That's right, be the boss of the motorcycle.
Hello, everyone. I do not ride a motorcycle, but my beautiful brother-in-law did teach me how to drive. I'm kind of old, but when I came down here, it was no other choice. When he said he was going to do this, I said, well, you're going to go big. Nah, sis, I don't know what you're talking about. You're going to go big. I watch YouTube. You're going to go big. And his personality of just being honest and learning how to adjust with different people, that's what makes a person. So when he hits, what are you, close to 50?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, but I knew the numbers were going to go up. I knew his numbers were going to climb. I am one of his subscribers.
Now, you know what's funny? I always tell people, if somebody's getting ready to cry, this is the worst thing to do. It's just gonna make it.
But I do want to say that the investment, the time, and all the energy that you have given him and he has given you, I have watched and I have truly appreciate you and everyone else. Thank you.
I just wanted to say, I'm originally a New Yorker, and years ago as a little kid growing up in Brooklyn, there was this officer, Melvin Doby, who he passed away, unfortunately, last year. But I was always fascinated by motorcycles because of him, you know, and he was the only New Yorker I ever saw riding a motorcycle. And so I was like, one day I wanted to do that. And I put it off for a long time, and then finally I did it. But then along the way, I got scared of riding, and it just sat in the garage. People teased me. They offered me $200 to buy my bike. And I'm like, this is an M109. You need to go a little higher than that. But I would never ride. And so someone introduced me to the channel, and it was like night and day. And so I would get out there and practice and practice and practice. Then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, I'm the man now. And so I still don't ride long distance. But anyway, and so I felt good. And I was telling my wife, and I put this on the Facebook group. And I said, you know, those of us that understand ministry and purpose, I said, what he's doing, it's not a business. It's bigger than YouTube. It's ministry, right? And so in Luke, it talks about to whom much is given, much is required, right? And so when I saw the sincerity, when I saw the genuineness, when I saw just how humble he was, I said, man, I don't know if people really see this. This man is doing ministry. I'm like, he's not just doing, you know, we might think he's just, you know, showing people how to ride slow speed techniques and stuff. And I'm like, but it's bigger than that. Because, I mean, I'm a cry, but what he did, what I saw for him, he started, it was bigger than that for me personally, right? And he was like the big brother, I don't even know, right? But what I saw was, as an older gentleman, I saw his love for his wife. That was the thing that drew me to the channel, right? And I'm like, oh man, he wasn't, you know, my queen and all this stuff. And it was no shame, it was clear, it was evident where he stood and how he felt. And I'm like, oh man, I need to step my game up a little bit, right? You know, and so for me, yes, I learned how to do a U-turn and all that other stuff, but bigger than that, I'm learning how to be a better husband by watching him. And so for that, sir, that's why I flew here from Baltimore. Thank you. Just to shake your hand and just to let you know. So
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. See, and what do I always say, guys? Who am I? If you guys don't know, my wife and my sister-in-law, see all the nose, they're red? They're big criers. My wife will cry at the drop of a hat. Happy, sad, mad, glad, they're the tears. So, but that's, and he did put that on the Facebook group. I remember it said, I gotta step my game up. There you go.
Awesome, good evening, Preloaders. So I am Robert and Anita's neighbor, and I think we've been neighbors for 4 years. And I can't even say neighbor, I have to say neighbor family, because what you see on YouTube is original, it's authentic, it's the real deal. And so he began to tell us about his channel, and so my husband and I, as retirees, we were saying we wanted to get a bike. And so Robert has been persuading us and encouraging us to get a bike. So actually I'm a bike ghost rider, meaning that I don't have a bike right now, but we will get a bike soon. And so we just are happy to be neighbors with them and to be inspired by them. Robert is actually the president on our HOA, and I'm the vice president. And so we have a lot of time to talk about a lot of different things, but it's just overwhelming to see people be what they say they are and do what they say they will do. And then again, like I said, it's just being family and seeing you all and knowing that he has touched so many people's lives, him and his wife. They are genuine, they are loving, they are kind, and they moved from New York. Our son is in New York, so they shared a lot of information with us, and we're just happy to be a part of the family. And again, I hope that my raffle ticket, which is missing right now, but I remembered the number by heart. I told Robert, I said, I want to go on your YouTube channel, and I said, win a bike. He said, what do you mean win a bike? I said, somebody's gonna give me a bike. He said, nobody's gonna give you. I said, somebody's gonna give me a bike because I'm gonna persuade them, retired veterans, that we can do this together. And I said, and I'll use you as an inspiration to let people know that after COVID and after all these different things, somebody's looking for an encouragement. Somebody is looking for somebody that's living right and surviving just everyday life. And so I'm happy to know that we're in this together. And Preloaders coming soon, Ghost Rider.
Love it. Yeah. Mario, guys, it's cloudy and it's grainy and it's cold as it is outside. Nothing but sunshine in here for me. Nothing but sunshine in here for me.
Thank you. Hello, folks. How you doing? I'm Mario. 914. Let's not forget that. It's actually a lot of New York connections in here. I love it. I found the channel like others, just browsing YouTube, and I think the first video that came up, I think you were talking about home surveillance system, something like that. And I looked at the title of the channel. I said, that's a long name, and I kind of just skipped by it. Then the next time it popped up, it was when you were going to do Jerry Palladino's class. And so it said a motor officer taking the class, or something to that effect. And I said, huh, wait, what? So then I watched it. And I enjoyed it from that point on, because for those that don't know, like Robert, I'm also a motor officer. And before that, I didn't ride motorcycles. And so to start from nothing and to get to that level, for me, was, and I couldn't believe it. And actually, before I even went to take the class, I spoke to some motor officers, and I got different reactions. Some of them were like, you know, you don't ride, you never rode? Nah, you're not gonna pass, you're not gonna make it. And then others were like, just give it a try, you never know. And you know, I went with that one because you're not gonna tell me I'm not gonna make it and me not try. If nothing else, I'm gonna get paid to ride a motorcycle, so, I mean, you know, if I make it, I'll make it, but I'm still getting paid and I'm gonna have some fun. But, you know, I made it. And other people that I was in the class with that didn't make it, what they walked away from it was they were better riders on their personal bikes just from having a few days of the motor school training. So what Robert does is gives anybody and everybody basically the same fundamentals. And what does everybody say? They're more confident on their bike, they're safer on their bike, and you know, that just makes the street safer for everyone, for drivers and riders. You know, for the riders who know what to do, they will know what to do in a situation. They know how to handle their bikes when they have passengers. Passengers feel safe. I tell my wife all the time, I'm certified. You know, you okay riding with me? She doesn't, you know, she doesn't believe me all the time, but I got the piece of paper saying I am. And so, but you know, the point I'm making is it's a great channel. It's for anybody and everybody, even if you don't ride motorcycles, because as others have said, just his personality and other things that he discusses, you can take some of that, put it in your own personal life, and make you a better person. So I encourage anybody that you know, anybody I come across, when we brief conversation about motorcycles, I tell them, watch his channel. Because another thing I think Wood mentioned, you know, versus watching other channels, the way he teaches, or the way, he tells you to do things, for some people it's a little easier to grasp. And when you can grasp it that way because you can relate to it, you can put it into action, and then you can walk away learning something. And so that doesn't say don't watch anybody else's channel, but definitely, take something from everybody, because that's one thing that I did in motor school. I had some instructors, they were great riders, terrible instructors. But I would take little things from them and then little things from other instructors, put it together, and that's what got me to where I am and, able to pass. So if you know other people that ride, if you ride, definitely pay attention to the channel, take what you get from here, share it with others. So then that way we can just, again, make this motorcycle community and other riders, safer on the road altogether. And I'll leave it with this. My wife tells me I'm a groupie because this is my second YouTube meet and greet. But hopefully, by her coming this time, she can see that from these meet and greets, we've actually formed relationships. We get to meet people that we just sit back and watch on the computer and see that they are real people, that they are genuine, You know, they have family, they have stories. We can relate to a lot of things, and I'm all about, you know, making friends and building relationships and building bridges. And this YouTube channel, others YouTube channels, Psycho Fanatics, Wood Jr., Barber CVO, Holy Shift, I watch them all. So yeah, I'm a groupie too. But like I said, you know, it's those opportunities to come out and meet you guys and see that you are who you are and that you're genuine. We had a great time in Tennessee, just having regular conversation. And from there, the table over here, Q, Sandy, Milton, Ed, Carl, we met at the Tennessee event. And now we all keep in touch, and it's just the relationships that can be built off of something as simple as YouTube, which years ago I probably would have yelled at my kids to get off of it, you know? If only I would have realized, you know, actually, you know, what could come of it, maybe I would have pushed them to stay on it a little bit more. But you live and you learn. So, you know, I appreciate everybody welcoming us. I know we were a little late, but hopefully, you know, we get to talk to everybody and everybody enjoy the rest of the weekend. Have a good ride tomorrow.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And he's right too. That Tennessee trip, that was big. All of you guys. And last night I was packing up the trailer and I put the TV on in my garage. Yeah, what do I see? Real Riders Ride. He put a video out. And he was talking about this nice little cute, little itsy bitsy trailer that he put, you know. that he put his motorcycle Ida Lee on. And he was saying that how this whole thing just put him in contact with so many good people. Now, I'm an optimistic guy. You know, I start everybody at 10 primarily, and you'd have to work your way down. I mean, you really have to work to get yourself down. I mean, unless you really do something that's ridiculous. So I've always felt like most people are good people, right? But I mean, preloaders, I used to say there's two kinds of riders. Riders that have gone down and riders that haven't gone down yet. Now I say there's two kinds of riders. Regular riders and preloaders. Okay guys, so then we moved on to raffles, and right here, Sandy, Holy Shift, he won the first raffle. And I want you to pay attention to where all these winners are coming from, meaning what side of the room they're coming from. All right, this is Milton, and Sandy was joking that we should give Milton the Custom Dynamics lights that are only made for Harley Davidsons, and Milton rides an Indian. So he won a mug as well. And he was saying to give the Custom Dynamics lights to Mike, who's back there. We had a lot of fun. Okay, next winner here was Mike. And if you get a chance, rewind it and look how quick Mike got up when he found out that he won. And I was kind of making fun of him here because he was serious about this raffle. He had his raffle ticket in his phone holder, his iPhone holder, under the phone to make sure he didn't lose it. So, and look at him back there. Look at him. That's funny stuff. All right, who do we have here now? Look what side of the room I'm looking at. And they were already saying nobody over there better win. And sure enough, Barbie CVO 19. Now to give you some backstory behind this, Mario said nobody that is a content creator should be allowed to win anything. And once he said that, for some reason, they just kept winning. And then right here, Wood didn't win, but his wife did. So that means he won too. And it was just hilarious that everybody on at that table, that was the Jersey table. So Wood Jr. was sitting at the Jersey table. Everybody sitting at that table and on that side of the room in the vicinity of that table kept winning. So people started thinking the fix was in, but I mean, I'm picking the tickets right in front of everybody. So I don't know whose ticket belongs to who. So it was just hilarious. So right here, let's see who wins. So finally, it's not somebody from the Jersey side of the table, but it's still on that side of the room. And this is actually Bruce's wife. So if Bruce's wife wins, then Bruce wins. And I'm showing here how when she walked around with confidence, like she was a winner. A lot of fun, guys. A lot of fun. Next up, do we have anybody? See, I kept looking to the other side of the room, trying to will it to happen, but once again, from the Jersey table, and that's Sandy. You can't make this stuff up. So we had two Sandys, both of them won. See, now you notice I'm always looking to the other side of the room I'm trying to manifest it. See if we can get somebody from that side of the room to win. And we finally got somebody. It was Rich. And I was also talking about Rich's hoodie. You can tell that Rich was Rich is the V.I.Preloader, but you can tell that he was a subscriber long ago, because that's one of the first renditions of the merchandise. See how small the Be the Boss motorcycle is on the front and the picture on the back. We changed that around. See it on the background on the left? That's Mario moving his chair. He walked from the other side of the room because he said there was no luck on that side of the room. Just funny. And to just let you guys know right here, John from Psycho Fanatics actually won, and he gave the ticket up.
Yeah, it's been a long night, and maybe I should go home. But it's been such a long time since I felt this good on my own.
Guys, so Anita and I are wrapping up, cleaning up. We had a blast, so much fun. I don't know if you can tell behind me, but it is still raining, it's still cold, it's still windy. But like I told everybody here today, and like I told you guys, it was sunny and warm in this room. Preloader Nation is just, again guys, now I want you guys to know that the actual anniversary of my channel is November 15th. But of course, we wanted to do this as far away from Thanksgiving as possible so we can see, so we can ensure more people would be able to attend. And of course, the weather kind of changed our plans. I'm not even gonna say put a damper on things because we just had a ball here today. I loved having everybody here and the camaraderie and meeting people for the first time and meeting people that I've met before but haven't seen in a while. So it's just, it's been an awesome year, guys. A lot of unexpected things, but everything unexpected has been good, has been positive. So we're gonna keep going, right? Preloader Nation, we're gonna keep going. I have a lot of things in store for you guys. Some surprises coming up. You know, Anita's always in the background coming up with ideas. Your ambassadors are out there. That's Jenny and Ashley. They're out there doing stuff. So we have a lot more in store, guys. So, and I think that, actually Anita put this in my head. She said, we should do this annually. So we might do this annually, okay? And I think that's a great idea to give preloaders and V.I.Preloaders an opportunity to come out meet up, greet up, eat up, and go for a ride. All right, and maybe even do a little bit of practicing. Maybe not. We'll see. All right, guys. So I want to thank all of you guys. Again, it's been an amazing year. I appreciate all of you. I thank you all for everything. I want you to continue staying positive. Continue passing it on. All right, each one teach one. Okay, I want you to continue doing that into the next year and in the next year. I have no plans on stopping, so I want you guys to come along for the ride with me. All right, guys. So, like I always say near the end of my videos, and it's relevant today, I had to say it to myself when I knew that today was going to be a washout and we weren't going to be able to ride. Spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. And that was definitely true today. I was so thankful for everything I had today. And I'm also thankful that tomorrow we're still going to do the ride. And it's not going to be as many of us as it was, but we're still going to be able to do the ride, and I'm looking forward to that. All right, guys? All right. Until next time, guys.